Welcome to my channel.
The more, the better. Or worse? A late-night drive to a popular ice cream joint in the heart of Delhi turned out to be a tiring experience recently. The idea was to enjoy the drive, taste some chilled sweetness before heading home on a Friday night. It all started with the 3-page menu that excited and baffled us at the same time. Tender coconut or peach apricot, simple chocolate or coffee walnut, kesar pista or kaala jamun? We all ended up choosing the more exotic sounding one despite knowing what appeals to our taste buds. And in the end, all of us regretted our choices and wished we had stuck to our tried and tested favorite flavors. Why didn't we? Paralysis of choice. Because too many choices paralyzes the human mind and pushes us to opt for something that may not be good for us, say social scientists, who have been studying the effects of living in the age of abundance. In his book, The Paradox of Choice, American psychologist and professor of social theory, Barry Schwartz, says the implicit belief that options can only make us better off as a society is logically compelling, but empirically untrue. Harvard law student Pete Davis, whose speech titled, "What Netflix Taught Me About Life," went viral this May, says the defining characteristic of this generation is that it lives in an infinite browsing mode, going from one movie choice to another only to be exhausted after half an hour of surfing, picking none, and giving up. Sounds familiar? To Malay Rout, director of an F&B firm, it does. Doesn't it happen to all of us? We go to a restaurant and fret over the wine menu for so long that it almost kills our appetite, and ultimately settle for anything suggested to us. Too many choices isn't a good thing at a time when nothing is a constant in our daily lives, he concurs. Should you take an Uber, Ola, the friendly neighborhood carpool or drive? The choice isn't gym or yoga, rather hot yoga, kundalini yoga or yin yoga. Or, will it be Pilates, strength training or HIIT? Countless smartphone apps, online shopping platforms entice us with best features/offers, and there are several options to right or left swipe for a date or the choice of a life partner. The constant feeling of tiredness within us is a result of the mind meandering through innumerable choices through the day, says psychiatrist Dr. Sanjay Cha. Too many options in any aspect of life is not just confusing but intimidating. Because with multiple choices, the mind goes into a tizzy trying to evaluate one's own needs along with a comparative analysis of the choices at hand. Doubt makes us jumpy. For airline sales executive Bill Chatterjee, choosing a simple pair of shoes on an online shopping platform became a nightmare. "I was browsing for a monsoon sandal around June. There were too many choices, so I got confused. I thought I'd check a few stores in Kolkata too." But by that time, her phone and computer were bombarded with offers on shoes, since she had searched for them once online, and the interference became so irksome that she decided to go to her trusted neighborhood shop and pick up any that fit her. Marketing professor Bubba Shiv says this confusion, followed by dissatisfaction and anxiety, also arises because the human mind cannot deal with doubt for too long. Doubt makes us all jumpy, worried and eventually agitated. Possibly a reason why the ice cream night didn't leave us feeling as elated as we thought it would. Choice hierarchy. Deepika Chopra, doctorate in clinical psychology, writes in mindbodygreen.com, that the first thing we need to understand is that decisions are rarely perfect. Hence the pressure we put on ourselves about all the should've and could've must be avoided. Since choices aren't going away from our lives anytime soon, she recommends a choice hierarchy. For decisions at the lower end of the hierarchy, makeup, headphone, a pair of shoes or dress, allow yourself up to 6 choices, maximum, and then narrow it down from there to 3 and so on. For bigger decisions like career, relationships, etc., depend on your core values rather than right or wrong judgments. She says in the article, the more you make choices directly stemming from what is truly important to you, the easier decision-making will become. As Davis puts it, there are no mechanical fixes for the problem of plenty, no apps to make that perfect choice. We must decide to choose one thing that we can commit to, and take it from there. Because committed people don't get confused or bored. More choice isn't better. On a particular day, shoppers at a food market were presented with 24 different varieties of gourmet jam. And on a different day, the same table displayed just 6 of them. What's interesting about the reactions to this experiment is that though far more people stopped at the larger display of 24 jams, very few bought them eventually. And while a smaller percentage stopped at the 6 jam display table, more number of people bought those jams. The conclusion? When choices are few, our decisions are prompt. But faced with innumerable choices, the mind boggles, and we end up wasting time and buying nothing.